Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Thursday. Today is November the 30th. It's the last day of November. We're already 1 month away from the end of this year, the year of 2023, and 2024 is not far, about 31 days away. And but anyway, I hope that you're doing well. I hope you had a great Wednesday, a great hump day, and now we're over the hump. We're on the downhill slide toward the weekend once again. And anyway, hope that you're doing well this morning. I hope that you were able to rest well and get a good night's sleep. And now hope that you're ready to to tackle the opportunities that God has given us with this brand new day. This morning, I want to share a devotion with you entitled, Where to Build Your Faith. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 9, it says, People with integrity walk safely, but those who follow crooked paths will be exposed. Will Rogers once said the following, So live that you would not mind selling your pet parrot to the town gossip. I like that. That's the idea of integrity. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Personal character and integrity are things that, we develop on a daily basis. With every thought we think, with every deed that we do, we are either building it up or we're tearing it down. Moses, he was truly a man of integrity. So much so that, his influence and his personal godliness prevented more than 2 million Israelites, from turning full tilt to idolatry. As long as Moses was around, his influence was so profound. It was so significant and strong that, it kept these people from doing the wrong thing. You see, God had instructed Moses to go to Pharaoh and to demand the release of the Israelites, in Egypt. But Pharaoh refused, and his heart grew harder. And then God sent a series of 10 successive plagues on Egypt, each growing in intensity. And finally and reluctantly, Pharaoh, he relented. God supernaturally looked out for the Israelites. And as they were making their way, out of Egypt, you see, they came to an apparent impasse. Before them was the Red Sea. To the right and left was treacherous territory that they could not enter. And behind them was Egypt. To make matters worse, Pharaoh and his army, they were in hot pursuit. But Moses, he told the Israelites in Exodus chapter 14, verses 13 and 14, don't be afraid. Just stand still and watch the Lord rescue you today. The Egyptians you see today will never be seen again. The Lord himself will fight for you. Just stay calm. And then God, he opened up the Red Sea, and the Israelites were able to cross through on dry ground. However, the sea came crashing back down on the pursuing Egyptian army and then drowned them in the process. Now, once the Israelites reached the other side, they sang a song of praise to God. And then he began to lead them through the wilderness, in a very clear and obvious way. During the day, there was an ever-present cloud. When the cloud moved, they were to move. When the cloud stopped, they were to stop. And at night, a pillar of fire led them. You see, God provided for their physical needs as well. Every morning when they walked out of their tents, breakfast was waiting for them in the form of fresh manna. God faithfully provided it every day. And they had to, and all they had to do was gather it and enjoy it. Amazingly, in spite of the miracles that they witnessed, it took a relatively short period of time for them to turn to idol worship while Moses was away. This reminds us that miracles don't necessarily guarantee godly living. The Israelites' problem came down to one thing. the shallowness and the superficiality of their faith. You see, their first idol was Moses himself. They never seemed to develop, their own relationship with God. You see, that's a wonderful tribute to the influence of a godly leader, but it's a criticism, pointing to the Israelites' lack of personal faith. You see, God can use people in our lives, but you see, we must never let people take the place of God in our lives. You see, that's why it's so important for us to form and to have that personal relationship with God, with Jesus, to allow him to indwell and just, fill our lives with his being and with the Holy Spirit so that he can make us into the people he wants us to be. So anyway, I hope that encourages you here on this Thursday morning. Hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, Angie and I, we love you guys and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.